Hi, my name is Mark Stern, and this is my story.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long?
I was born in Santa Monica, California. Grew up in Northridge in the San Fernando Valley, aka the Valley. When I was 7, some of the boys in the neighborhood started beating me up. Bigger, older boys and dirty fighters as well. And when I asked them why they didn't like me and why they beat me up, they would tell me because I was a dirty Jew and the Jews had killed Jesus, and then they'd beat the crap out of me. So I went to the rabbi and I asked him what I thought was a kind of a simple question. And it wasn't because I didn't ask, like, why are you beating me up? Why did you beat up my dad? I just said, you know, if we Jews are God's chosen people, how did he let 6 million of us die in the Holocaust? You know, and it's kind of like when Pastor Mike talks about, you know, the tough questions. And I was told that was a very good question, but the answer would be too mature and sophisticated for an 8-year-old to understand. So I asked it again when I was 9, and no surprise, too mature for a 9-year-old to understand, and a 10-year-old, and an 11. By the time I was 12, I came to the conclusion that these, you know, I wasn't going to get an answer from organized religion, and I was going to go find it myself. And I remembered from being a kid where there was a passage in the Bible that a day is like a 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day to the Lord. So I thought, back then, pizza took a long, long time. You couldn't order it like ahead of time. You went in and they did the hand tossing, and you went in before you were hungry. So I thought, well, maybe God went out for a pizza. College, when the time came for graduation in June of '73, I was 8.5 units short, so I had to go to summer school. And instead of staying in San Diego, I got to go to the University of Madrid in Spain. I was trying to get to Israel by boat, but that was only during the summer to the tourists, and I didn't realize that, so I had to go from Crete back to Athens. We got into Israel, and we went up to one kibbutz, and when we got there, I was up near the north. They said, we can't take you. And I went like, you know, we took buses all the way here and hitchhiked and everything. What do you mean you can't take us? You said yesterday you could. And they said, see that bungalow over there? And we went, yeah. And they said, see those big holes in it? And we said, yeah. They said, well, last night a couple rockets kind of came in there, and that's where you were going to be sleeping. Okay, we went back to Jerusalem. I left the youth hospital in Jerusalem, and I'm walking around, don't know how long or where I was ever, but I turned the corner, and all of a sudden, I'm 50 feet from the Wailing Wall. And I'm standing, and I kind of look up, and it's a full moon, and it's darker than it would have been even 2,000 years ago, because back then they would have had torches and stuff, but it wasn't. And I look up, and I start talking to God, okay? And I'm doing this real religious talk, and I go, hi, God. How was the pizza?
Everything you said to me.
I have no idea how to be close to you, God, so I just want you to send somebody just to show me how to get back home, how to show me the way, show me how to get back to you. Remember a week or so ago talking with Pastor Mike, and we're talking about that God sometimes answers prayers right away, and sometimes it takes a while and people get upset. Hey, it's been a day or two. For me, it was 3,706 days. Yes, 3,706 days. It was the Saturday after Thanksgiving, 1983, living in Santa Barbara, and something woke me up, and I woke up, and I'm thinking, like, what is going on? There was, like, voices, and there was a light. So I'm thinking, like, what is going on? And I turned around, and there was this glowing light, and in the middle of it was this man's head and face. And he just kept saying, I am the way. I am the way. And I just looked at him, and all I could say was like, yes, I know. Yes, Jesus, I know. And people ask me, how do I know I was in the presence of Jesus? And I can't scientifically, logically say, except when you're in the presence of God, you just know. There's just something inside of you that connects. And he showed me his heart, and it was like this outpouring of love that started like a wave but then turned into this river, and I just felt bathed in love, and for the first time in my life, acceptance and security and just comfort. And it was just the most amazing, incredible thing. And I remember just going, pointing it to Jesus, going like that. I want that heart here. I want that here. Just a small amount, just a crumb. I mean, a crumb from a loaf of bread, just a small amount. I'd be the happiest, luckiest man in the world.